the Very Important People series by Oxford Press, put out by Oxford. This is a series of, I believe there are 20 in all. I have 10 teeny little books that are mini biographies, basically, of the people. Despite the whimsical drawings on the front, these are actually quite serious. They are, each of them, taken from the entry in the Oxford National Biography. That is, there's a publication by Oxford called the Oxford Dictionary of National Biography. I don't know if they still print it, but you can access it online if you have an account or through a university or something like that. In any case, so for instance, the entry on Queen Victoria in the Oxford Dictionary of National Biography is printed here. At least the entry as it was at the time when this book was printed. There have probably been updates and things like that. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so the books themselves, outside of their cute little dust jackets, just sort of look like this. And they're each small, but not as small as you might think. So you can see here the chapters. And the print is pretty small, so they're fitting a lot in there. So let's see, this book, this one here is 130 something pages. 130 something pages. There's the bibliography at the back of the sources of smallish writing. So it's not nothing. These are not, I mean, I suppose you could say it's a thumbnail sketch, because it's really, if you're going to do a whole life in that, in 130 pages, that's not much. So, this isn't going to be an in-depth thing, but it's probably going to cover the highlights. So, in any case, each one tells you the other ones that are in the series, or at least that were in the series at the time that it was printed. So you see there are 20, and I think that they stopped at 20. Bite-sized biographies, Britain's most fascinating historical figures. They are all British. They are all having to do with Britain in some way. So I have Elizabeth here. I wonder if these are, I never even thought to ask whether you can see the number. I mean, to ask myself, or to look up whether there's a number here that I can look at, because I can see that they're numbered there. So let's say this is Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria. (15). But I don't know that 15 is sort of printed anywhere here on this book, so I'm not sure. In any case, I've got Victoria and Oliver Cromwell, Isaac Newton, love the hair, Henry VIII, Thomas Paine, of course we Americans claim him as well, Charles Darwin, Christopher Wren, Benjamin Disraeli, and Winston Churchill. Those are the ones I've got. I have no idea, I don't remember how I ended up with these and not with others. I just don't really know. In any case, they're pretty cool. As I say, they're not, you get the idea that they're going to be fun. They're not fun. They're not fun. They are informative and well done. And I like having a little book in my hand, just a little thing where I can just pull it out. Let me read about Thomas Paine today. I've got a book of Paine's writings. Let me read about his biography a little bit. And yeah, so I like them. So these are the very interesting people. I think I said very important people because it's VIP, but it's not very important people. It's very interesting people. The Very Interesting People series put out by Oxford.